साचो तेरो नाम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम, जग में साचो तेरो नाम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू ही माता तू ही पिता है, 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 तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही संवारे, 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 इस जग के सारे काम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू ही जगदाता विश्व विधाता, 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 तू ही सुबह तू ही शाम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम, जग में साचो तेरो नाम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू ही माता तू ही पिता है, 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 तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम, हे राम हे राम, हे राम हे राम। तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी, तू अंतर्यामी साचो तेरो नाम तू ही माता तू ही पिता है 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 तू ही तो है राधा का श्याम तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम तेरा मेरा तेरा मेरा
Jai Jai Sri Seetahal, Jai Jai Sairam, Jai Jai Guru Datta. Our Assalamu alaikum to you, our listeners here on U97.5 FM Multicultural Radio, and to all our listeners, a very warm and cordial welcome to our satsang this evening, live from 74 2nd Street, Dow Village in California, where Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Briggs and their loving family are hosting 5 nights of Shiv Puran Yagna. Tonight is the ultimate night, the antimrat of this wonderful 5 nights of Shiv Puran Yagna. And I can say so because I've been here for the 5 nights. And it is indeed a tremendous opportunity to join with this family in devotion, in satsang each evening. And I am sure as the evening draws nigh, you together with your family would have engaged in some form of sandhya and given thanks for our blessings that we have received throughout the day and throughout the many months that has gone by. So my dear brothers and sisters, welcome to our live coverage here on U97.5 FM. Hisham is in our studios. Hisham, thank you very much indeed. Vision 2, photo and video production, and on location together with yours truly. And we are hoping that you would stay with us as officiating this evening on the Vyas Gaddi is Sri Sri Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj. And with the Bedi Pujan, we have Pandit Sri Sri Satnarayana Maharaj, and he has done a tremendous job, effectively, efficiently, and meticulously doing the puja vidhi. So, Shiv Pujan having been completed, the smoke from the Havan Kun rising in the atmosphere, and the lamps, the earthen lamps on the Bedi and on the thalis are flickering in the evening breeze. A divine atmosphere prevails, the Yagyashala here this evening. So you're welcome as we come to you and bring that divine feeling in your homes and in your hearts this evening. So we would like to express for the past 4 evenings and tonight our corporate sponsors using their financial resources in the furtherance of Sanatan Dharam and by extension allowing us the opportunity to bring you in your homes, in your hearts, in your cars, wherever you might be, in your offices, this divine feeling on this lovely Thursday evening. So we say thanks to Bridgestone Auto Electrical Company Limited, 425 Papuri Road, Ragu Village, San Fernando, 657-4175. Point Lisa Steel Products Limited, 41 Point Lisa's Industrial Estate, Saboneta, California, 387-0461. Procam Tech Security Services Limited of Sanford Street East, California. Dylan Hamill Decor and Events of Cuba, 3602946. And Prasad's Investments Limited, of number 5 Wickham Street, Point 14, 648-4652. Sriman Vyasji has entered the Yagyashala this evening, and he has made his way to the inner sanctum wearing his white kurta and white dhoti. This evening he is at the Havan Kund. He is doing Archman, and that will be followed by ghee offerings into the Havan Kund before he makes his way to the Vyas Gaddi. So, all is set for the final night, the Antim Rat of these 5 nights of Shiv Puran Yagna. And you know, my dear brothers and sisters, it is, bittersweet kind of feeling on the final night of a Yagya Shala in a Yagya. So, this evening is no different. The Briggs family, they have gone practically overboard in terms of this final night. They have redone the decor, and the Yagyashala has been filled since early o'clock. So devotees are all in an expectant mood and in a mood to join in devotions on this lovely evening. So it's a buzz at the moment, but I see Pandit Satnarayan is standing at the inner sanctum there together with his son this evening, and that's young Sarvesh Maharaj. And he promises to be one of those proficient Pandits in the future, the way he adopts himself to the nuances of puja and yagya. I see Mrs. Briggs sitting all resplendent in her golden sari, together with sequins and red flashes of floral flashes. And it is such a beautiful sight to see her very composed at the yagya, in the inner sanctum there. And she's, I'm sure, hoping that all goes well, and I'm sure it will. And also, Mr. Briggs, he's standing there as Panditji continues to make his offerings into the Havan Kund. So, my dear brothers and sisters, welcome once again. If you just joined us, you are listening to live coverage of the Antim Rat. 5 nights of Shiv Puran Yagya we have been bringing you from Sunday evening, concludes this evening, at the home of Mr. and Mrs. Dennis Briggs. And this is not the first time that we've been at their home to bring you live coverage. And we have done so a few years ago. And our devotional hours, 7 to 9 p.m. The Bhajan Mandali with Sharon Jagrup on the tabla. We have on the harmonium as he begins to sing. That's we have also boxer Anand on the scratcher and the hand sonic, and Dan Powell on the organ. Here is the voice of Dan Powell.
तुम मीरा के जैसे भुलाते नहीं अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान खाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, वीर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
उमापति महादेव की जय, सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय। खड़ा हो जाए, आरती दीजिए। Resolve please stand as we join in the opening आरती। शुभं करोतु कल्याणं आरोग्यं सुखसम्पदं, मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते। सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी, मंत्रमूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी नमोऽस्तु ते। ओम जय शिव ओंकारा, स्वामी हर शिव ओंकारा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा शिव, हर गंगे धारा। ओम हर 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 महादेव।
जय शिव ओंकारा, हर जय शिव ओंकारा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा, ब्रह्मा विष्णु सदा, हर गंगे धारा। ओम हर हर महादेव।
चतुरानंद पंचानंद राजे
शिवा पंचानंद राजे
हंसासन गरुड़ासन
हंसासन गरुरासन
विषवाहन साजे ओम हर 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 महादेव दो भुज चार चतुर्भुज दस भुज सोहे
शिवा दस भुज सोहे
तीनों रूप निरखता
तीनों रूप निरखता
त्रिभुवन जन मोहे
ओम हर 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 महादेव
श्वेतांबर पीतांबर बागंबर अंगे
शिवा वागंबर अंगे
सन्निकालिक प्रभुतालिक
सनकादिक प्रभुतादिक
प्रेतालिक संगे
ओम हर 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 महादेव
त्रिगुण स्वामी जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे
शिवा जो कोई नर गावे
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
कहत शिवानंद स्वामी
वांछित फल पावे
ओम हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा
नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा
ओम हर महादेव।
ओम हर हर महादेव। ओम हर हर महादेव।
ओम हर हर महादेव। ओम हर हर महादेव।
ओम हर हर महादेव। ओम हर हर महादेव।
हर हर उमापति महादेव की जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। आसन पर बैठे। Let us all please be seated. On behalf of our host and our hostess and members of their immediate and extended family, I take this opportunity to welcome one and all who have come to join with us in this evening's devotion. This evening, the final of 5 evenings of glorifications to Bhagwan Shiva. And so this evening, we welcome all of those who are listening to us and to all of those who are viewing us. To our presenters on location, Sri Krishni, Sri Kavita ji, and all of the other members. I don't know the names. I say welcome to you. And to all of the listeners and to all of the viewers, we say welcome as well. To our kind and our corporate sponsors, we express sentiments of gratitude and expressions of thanks. This evening, we're privileged and we're blessed to have most of the members of the Ganesh Utsav Foundation here with us. The immediate team, I understand that they're somewhere in the back. That's all I know. They're somewhere in the back. I sent to call them and they know I get upset when they don't come when I call. But they're sitting somewhere in the back. I have no clue where. I want to say welcome to you. This evening, as we prepare our minds and our souls to listen to the Katha, Hachut Binti Karo, let us bow our heads in prayer. Everybody, let us pray this evening. Om Vighaneshwaraya Varadaya Surapraya Lambodharaya Sakalaya Jagathitaya Nagasrutyagya Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutaya Gananath Namo Namaste. In one voice we pray. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvara Saraswati Namastubhya Varare Kamarupini Vidyarambam Karishami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shadarupena Sanstida Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Karpure Gauram Karunavataram Sansari Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hidayaravinne Bhavam Bhavani Saitam Namami Trayambakam Yajamai Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanar Mrityur Mukshayamamritar Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sri Guru Charana Saroji Raja Nija Mana Mugur Surat Pareno Raghuvar Vimanayasha Jodaya Kapaleja Bodhahina Tanujani Sumiro Pavan Kuma Palabhuta Vidya Bihu Mohi Harahu Ganesha Vikar Nase Rog Hari Sapapira Japata Nirantara Hanumata Vira Sankat Se Hanumani Churave Man Karma Vachan Dhyani सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम। जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ। Sing with me, everybody.
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
प्रेम वाहिनी माँ,
प्रेम वाहिनी माँ,
प्रेम वाहिनी माँ,
प्रेम वाहिनी माँ,
ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ,
ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
सिंह वाहिनी माँ,
सिंह वाहिनी माँ,
ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ,
ज्ञान वाहिनी माँ,
शक्ति वाहिनी माँ,
शक्ति वाहिनी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी 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 माँ,
जग डोडारिनी माँ,
जग जोधारिणी माँ,
जग डोडारिनी माँ,
जग जोधारिणी माँ,
काली कपालिनी माँ,
काली कपालिनी माँ,
Sing with me, everybody. जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
जननी माँ
Sing with me. Let's clap our hands, everybody, together. Sing with me. जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ,
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 जग डोडारिनी माँ, जननी माँ जय जग जननी माँ
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 जय जग जननी माँ जगदम्बा माता की जय. Yesterday we listened to the beautiful katha that emanated out of the Shiva Mahapuran that spoke to us about a demon who thought he was very intelligent, and so he prayed to Lord Shiva for Vardhan, a gift. And so the gift that anything he touches with his hand, it will be burnt to ashes. He thought that he was about to outsmart the devatas and to be popular and to gain power, but instead his ego permitted him to destroy his own self. This evening, befitting the celebration of the day, I'm not sure if you know, but today, in our Hindu calendar, it marks a very auspicious event. And what is that event? This evening our katha is about to tell us a little. And so our katha pertains to Lord Shiva, but it also praises and eulogizes Bhagwan Vishnu. Why? I will tell you. Let us listen to what the katha begins to say. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare. Sing with me. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare.
Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shatarupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ajnanam Timidandasya Jnananam Shalaga Chakshuram Militam Mena. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Paramatmane Namah. दुर्वासा ऋषि का उन्होंने का जिसमें का स्वर का तथा करने वाले देखो और माला की सुंदर की बिनती का फूल चढ़ावे का उन्होंने का रक्षा करने. नारायण नारायण जय गोविंद हरे. नारायण श्री नारायण जय गोपाल हरे.
Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Shri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare.
It says at one time, there lived a rishi. And so this rishi, his name was Durvasa. Durvasa rishi was known for a quality that he possessed. And what was that quality he was known for? If you want to be named for a quality that you practice and that you have, what will that quality be? Hello? If you have to be named for a quality that you have, sometimes they call me the buffing up Baba. Because you know why? Nobody listens. And the minute you change your tone, or the minute you try to talk with some kind of authority, people become offended. They become upset. Nobody likes to hear the right thing, you know that? Durvasa Rishi was known for a quality that he possessed. If you have to be named for quality that you have, what will that quality be? Turn to the person next to you. Ask them, how are you? Ask them. Ask them, how was the day? Ask them, what kind of day did you have? Now ask them. Ask them for me, what quality do you possess that you could be named after? Ask them. What is the quality? Durvasa Rishi, he was known for the quality of becoming angry all the time, for everything and for nothing. Durvasa Rishi was known for becoming angry and upset for everything all the time. And so Durvasa Rishi, he was now making his way, coming from an event that he went to. But Durvasa Rishi was treated with great valor. And so beautiful malas and garlands were given to him as a token of appreciation. Durvasa Rishi wearing the beautiful mala and making his way back to his home. Durvasa Rishi, what will happen? Listen, it tells us. Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hari. Narayan, Sri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hari.
Narayan, Narayan, Jai Govinda Hare. Narayan, Sri Narayan, Jai Gopal Hare.
जिसमें पहले का इंद्र देवता की अरिवता की आसन बैठे सुंदर का भाषा करने वाले, जिसमें का दुर्वासा ऋषि का माला उन्होंने का परावी करने वाले, जिसमें का इंद्र की अत्यंतो. It says, Durvasa Rishi making his way back to his home, Durvasa Rishi came face to face with Lord Indra. Who is Lord Indra? He is the god of the heavens. And meeting with the god of the heavens, Durvasa Rishi felt honored to meet with the god who governs the heavens. Have you ever met some person and you're glad or elated or happy to meet with that person? A person you probably would have only heard of. And then you had the opportunity to meet that person. And after you meet that person, you feel so happy and overjoyed. Durvasa Rishi, coming into contact with Lord Indra, Durvasa Rishi immediately took out the mala from around his neck and he placed it around the neck of Lord Indra. And as Lord Indra received the mala, Lord Indra started to smile. And while in conversation with Durvasa Rishi, Lord Indra gently took out the mala from around his neck. And what will he do? He hung it around the neck, the trunk of the elephant upon which he was sitting. Immediately the elephant, smelling the fragrance of the flowers, it aggravated his breathing. And so the elephant started to sneeze, and the elephant dropped the mala on the ground and started to trample on it. And so this made Durvasa Rishi mad. You ever lend somebody something, and when they get it back, they alter it up and fix it up to suit them? Huh? Durvasa Rishi, he became angry, he became upset. And so becoming angry, becoming upset, what he does? Listen, Durvasa Rishi speaks out of anger. Have you ever spoken out of anger? How do you speak when you are angry? Hello? How do you speak when you are angry? Maharaj, how do you speak when you are angry? Calmly? Narayan. You're lying in prayers? How do you speak when you're angry? Angrily? I'm trying to find out what is angrily. Or you'll raise your tone. Briggs, how you just talk when you get vexed, boy? Soft. But you don't have a choice because Mama will deal with you. Durvasa Rishi, out of anger, he speaks. And what will he say? Listen, Durvasa Rishi is speaking. केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना
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 जिसमें पहले का दुर्वासा ऋषि उवाचा जिसमें का कोट काम करने वाले जिसमें का स्वर का ठठा का दीप देने वाले उन्होंने का काल समय काल काल का रूप करने श्री भगवती लक्ष्मी माता का आशीर्वाद नहीं होते केशवा माधवा जय देवा मधुसूदना
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 Durvasa Rishi speaks out of Anga. And out of Anga he says this mala was a sign of good fortune and this mala was like prasad. How do you treat prasad? When you receive prasad, how do you treat it? How do you treat it? You have a puja at home and 2 months after you find prasad all under the couch and they stick the prasad all over. They take a taste. Long ago, you never received prasad like we receive it now. In the day and the age we live in, there is a competition. You have to get a 5-pound bag full with all kind of thing in it. And it's a competition whose bag could be bigger and who could make more sweets, and it is a whole competition. And it has lost the real essence of what it is geared at doing. This is the bhog, the food of Bhagwan. Yes, we should take pride in preparing the prasad for Bhagwan, but it is not a competition. There is no competition in prasad. It is the attitude. It is the way that it is prepared that makes the difference. Durvasa Rishi says this is prasad And look at how you have treated this with no respect at all. And so because of this, it proves, I'm now convinced that you are ignorant. And a person who is ignorant can be compared to a person who is in darkness. Are we in darkness? Are you ignorant? Are you ignorant? You better don't shake your head so, Start shaking it so. Because we all behave ignorantly at times. And so Durvasa Rishi says, he says, now I put this curse on you, that may the heavens be plunged in the darkness. You are the leader, you are the head of the heavens. And so if you are in darkness, then the whole heavens should experience darkness. The light in the heavens immediately disappeared. Mother Lakshmi herself disappeared from the heavens, and the heavens was plunged into darkness. How long can you survive in the dark? How long can you survive in the dark? Hello? Pamela, how long you could survive in the dark? It is your home. You're accustomed to that place. And the minute there is no electricity, you bounce into everything. You know where everything is, but you bounce into it. Isn't it? You still trip, and you still fall, and you still bounce, and you still have problems. It says, the heavens was now plunged into darkness. And so the Devatas wondered what they will do. Who will they go to? The Devatas now started plotting a plan. Where will they go? Listen, it tells us. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om.
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 Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayana Hari Om.
Hari Kesava Hari Govinda Hari Narayana Hari Om.
Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om.
Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om.
Where will they go? Quickly they all marched to Bhagwan Vishnu in Vishnu Lok. And marching to Vishnu Lok, what will happen? They now started to cry and tell Lord Vishnu, the entire heavens is in darkness. And why do you think they went to Lord Vishnu? They had a choice to go to any Devata. But why do you think they went to Lord Vishnu? They went to Lord Vishnu for they knew that the consort or the wife of Lord Vishnu is Lakshmi, the goddess of light. Sometimes you want to tell the wife something, but you're afraid to tell her, so you tell the husband, you could tell Sheena. Isn't it? Sometimes you want to tell the husband something, but you're afraid, so you go to the wife. May know how you could tell him, but you could tell him now. Huh? And so, you know how to do this. They go to Bhagwan Vishnu. And as they go to Lord Vishnu, what will happen? The demons find out that the heavens is in darkness. And when the demons find out that the heavens is in darkness, the demons like darkness. The negative energies like darkness. That's why you are told to paint inside of your house in light flowing colors. But you know what? You didn't hear that. You like to have an accent wall, that dark purple. Huh? That's why they tell you that your bedroom is supposed to be painted in light flowing colors. But now you have an accent wall, dark gray. And then you say, Baba, I don't know. Check the book. I can't sleep good. Having all kind of bad dreams. All kind of negative things happening. Check and see what's happening. And you never blame yourself. You want to blame the book and you want to blame everybody, but you never blame yourself. Baba, I paint that wall because an expert came and gave me advice that this is the color I should paint it. Expert advice costs money, and all he was thinking about was your money, not you. Always remember that. And so, Bhagwan Vishnu says, listen to me. The only way that you'll be able to bring back Mother Lakshmi, you'll have to churn the ocean. But in churning the ocean, this is no easy task. You have to form an alliance with the demons. And the demons must now be your friends. All your friends godlike? All your friends godlike and good? Is it? The godlike good friends say to you, fasting, fasting, fasting. Just now you go put on a janayu and you go be a pundit. Huh? Your good friends tell you that, not the bad ones. The good friends say, hey, you are making no time to line with we. You only studying prayers, prayers, prayers and junk, junk, junk. Huh? When you gonna make time for we? But your good friends tell you that. And the bad friends say to you, hey, let me go to the Yagna. Let me go to the puja na. And you tell them, nah, I don't have time. I can't do that. Stranger, when you have to go to a party, you say, I'm going. When you get invited to a yagya, you say, I'm going to show my face. Stranger, that's the attitude in which we go to the yagya. I'm going to show my face. Who are you going to show your face to? It says, Bhagwan Vishnu says, it is no easy task. And so you must churn the ocean. And now hearing this, what will they do? Listen, it tells us. Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
Hari Keshava Hari Govinda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
Hari Sundar Nanda Mukunda Hari Narayan Hari Om.
श्री गुरु बृहस्पति का वाचा जिसमें का स्वर्गा तथा करने वाले असुरन का देखते का गुरु कृपा का कृपा निधान असुरा का राक्षस होते करने वाले राक्षसों जिसमें का प्रकट होते करने वाले श्री भगवान विष्णु की अश्वार करने वाले The Guru of the Devatas now met with the Guru of the demons. And the Guru of the Devatas, his name is Brihaspati, and the Guru of the demons, his name is Shuklacharya. Shuklacharya and Brihaspati, they met with each other. And now they're trying to form an alliance. And both Gurus come to the agreement that they will churn the ocean. Because there is a promise that in the ocean, there is a nectar of immortality that will bring infinite life and there will be no death. And so the demons think that they will get that. The demons think that if they drink of this nectar, they will never die. And so they will reign supreme. So they agree to churn the ocean. But now that there is an agreement, there is no know-how of how to do this. So they go back to Lord Vishnu. And as they go back to Lord Vishnu, they are asking him, what do they sing to Lord Vishnu? Chit choda yashoda ki baan Navaneet chode gopal.
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 Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala,
Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala,
Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala,
Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala, Jai Jai Giridhar Gopala.
Chit choda yashoda ki baan Navaneet chode gopal. Sing with me, everybody. Govind Hare Gopal Hare E Gopi Gopi Bala Govind श्री भगवान विष्णु वाचा, जिसमें मंद्रा की माचल करने वाले, जिसमें का वसुकी का रक्षा हो स्मरण करने वाले, देखो चीर सागर की विनती करने वाले, चित चोदा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोरे गोपाल,
चित चोरा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली ज्ञान लोला।
गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपबाला। गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली ज्ञान लोला।
They go to Lord Vishnu and they say, oh Lord Vishnu, we are ready to churn the ocean, but we don't know how. We don't know what to do. And Lord Vishnu says, well, I'll give you the tallest mountain, Mount Mandara. Take this mountain and put it in the center of the ocean. And I'll give you the king of all the serpents, Vasuki. Use him as the rope. And so create a spindle using the rope, the snake, and the mountain. And so both of you, demons and devatas, now begin to churn the ocean. But now they have the know-how of how to do this. And as the mountain is placed in the center and the snake is wrapped around, the demons are summoned to come and the devatas come. But there is another problem. The problem is who will hold the tail and who will hold the head. The devatas immediately say, we will hold the head. And as the devatas say they will hold the head, the demons, they're designed in such a way that anything they hear about, they don't know if it is good or bad, they jump on board. And the demons say, no, we will hold the head. The devatas wonder, why are you holding the head? And listen to the logic of the demons. Sometimes logic is really foolish, you know. Sometimes what you think is logic is really you trying to justify your foolishness and your foolish behavior. And the demons say, the head of the snake is the strongest part of the body, so we will hold it. And the devatas started to laugh. The devata says, well, fine. You hold the strongest part and we will hold the weak part and let us churn. And so the churning of the ocean now begins. But why are they churning? They're churning with one common goal, the goal of finding nectar of immortality. This is the goal, this is the aim in churning. And so as they begin to churn the ocean, what happens? Expecting nectar to come from the ocean, something is about to come. What will happen? चित चोदा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोरी गोपाल।
चित चोरा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला।
गिरिधर गोपाला,
चोदा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोरे गोपाल।
चोरा यशोदा की बात, नवनीत चोर गोपाल।
They begin to churn, and as they're churning, expecting nectar to come, you know what is the first thing that comes? The first thing that comes out from the ocean is poison. What do you do when the unexpected happens? What is the plan B? You have a plan A with an expectancy. But when that doesn't work out, what is the next plan? What happens next? And as the poison comes with a disclaimer. If this poison were to touch the earth, the entire creation will be destroyed. What do they do with this poison? Now they're calling out to Lord Vishnu again. Tell us what to do. We're expecting nectar and poison came. What to do? What to do? Sometimes you too have to ask Bhagwan what to do. You know, my grandmother used to say, sometimes when we get her frustrated, she said, I don't know what to say and what to do. Nobody don't listen. Do you know sometimes when we look around, we have to say that same thing in our mind? Because we sit among beings who know the right thing and who knows what is required and still choose to do the wrong thing. And then when the result comes, the unpleasant result because of the action, then you try to blame the whole world and you never own up or take responsibility for your own doing. It says, as the poison comes, Lord Vishnu says, the only being that you can call is Lord Shiva. Call him. Pray to Lord Shiva and he will help you. They begin to call. And how are they calling Lord Shiva? This is what they sing. Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva,
Shambhu Mahadeva, Shambhu Mahadeva,
Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva,
Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva,
O Shiva Hare 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 Shambhu Mahadeva.
Lord Shiva appears. The poison is presented to Lord Shiva. And as the poison is presented to Lord Shiva, what will they do? Lord Shiva says, I will drink of this poison. He drinks the poison and keeping the poison in his throat immediately becomes blue. The body of Lord Shiva begins to emit heat, great heat. And all the things around him, the plants and the animals, they begin to drop. And so the Devatas seeing this, what will happen? The Devatas start to pray. And who are they calling out to? They're calling for help. They're calling so that some kind of cooling effect will be given to Lord Shiva. And who they call out to? Listen, it tells us. Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara,
Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara,
Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara,
Gangadhara Shiva Gangadhara,
Gauri Priya Shankara, Shiva Gauri Priya Shankara, O Shiva Hare Gauri Priya Shankara. Sing with me everybody. Shiva 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 Shambhu, Hara 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 Shambhu,
Shiva 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 Shambhu, Hara 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 Shambhu.
they call Ganga. The Ganga falls on the Jata and starting to trickle down the body of Lord Shiva. The water of the Ganga is always cool. If you have ever had the privilege of going to the Ganga, like our host and our hostess, they will tell you that the water of the Ganga is freezing cold. I always have great difficulty when I go to that place to get into that water, especially when you're accustomed to bathing with hot water. And you have to go into that freezing water. Actually, I'm supposed to lead them into bathing into that river. But you know what? I'm the last person that goes. Because I have to make my mind up very strong to go in that freezing water all the time. It says, the Ganga began flowing from the Jata of Lord Shiva onto the body. But this did not cool him. He was still emitting great heat. And who will they call now? They must now find some other means of cooling the body of Lord Shiva. So who will they call? Who they summon now? Listen. Nageshwara Shiva Nageshwara,
Nageshwara Shiva Nageshwara,
Nageshwara Shiva Nageshwara,
Nageshwara Shiva Nageshwara,
Gauri Priya Shankara, Shiva Gauri Priya Shankara, O Shiva Hare Gauri Priya Shankara. Bolo Shiva 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 Shambhu, Hara 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 Shambhu,
Shiva 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 Shambhu, Hara 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 Shambhu.
they now call out to Nageshwara, the king of the serpents, Nageshwara. This serpent, this cobra, this huge gigantic snake. The body of the snake is always, how you all know? How do you know this? The body of the snake is always, how do you know? snake is cold-blooded. Oh. But sometimes we see the people around us, they're cold-blooded, isn't it? Isn't it? I want you to do me a favor. Let's do an experiment. Take your hand. Take the back of your hand. Feel your neck. Is it cold? Is it? You sure? Okay. Just making sure. And so as the serpent made his way around the neck of Lord Shiva like a mala, what will happen? Taking his seat around the neck of Lord Shiva, great heat was still coming. Who will they now call? They must now look for more help. And not a being or entity that will be cool. Who will they call? Someshwara Shiva Someshwara
Someshwara Shiva Someshwara
Someshwara Shiva Someshwara
Someshwara Shiva Someshwara
Gauri Priya Shankara Shiva Gauri Priya Shankara O Shiva Hare Gauri Priya Shankara Shiva 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 Shambhu Hara 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 Shambhu
Shiva 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 Shambho Hara 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 Shambho
Shiva 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 Shambhu Hara 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 Shambhu
Shiva 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 Shambho Hara 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 Shambho.
They now call out to the moon, Chandrama. And so the crescent moon comes and sits on the jata of Lord Shiva. Have you ever seen the moon seated on the jata? The nature of the moon is always to remain cool, isn't it? You ever see a hot moon before? You might feel warm when the moon is up in the sky. But the nature of the moon is to remain cool. And so as the crescent moon sits on the jata of Lord Shiva, then the body of Lord Shiva begins to cool down. And now that they're contented that Lord Shiva is cool, what will happen? They go back to churning the ocean. But as they continue to churn the ocean, something is happening. What is happening? Something unexpected again is about to happen. What is happening? Listen, it tells us. Shambhu Mahadeva, Shiva Shambhu Mahadeva.
Shambho Mahadeva Shambho Mahadeva
O Shiva Hare Shambhu Mahadeva.
O Shiva Hare Shambho Mahadeva
O Shiva Hare Shambhu Mahadeva.
O Shiva Hare Shambho Mahadeva
Maharaj Chora Vrindavan Sanchara Gopala Gopala He Murali Gopala.
Maharaj Chora Vrindavan Sanchara Gopala Gopala He Murali Gopala
Maharaj Chora Vrindavan Sanchara Gopala Gopala He Murali Gopala.
Maharaj Chora Vrindavan Sanchara Gopala Gopala He Murali Gopala.
As they continue to churn, the mountain that was working just fine now started to sink. And as the mountain started to sink, if the mountain were to sink, then they will have no spindle to churn. So they must do something. They go to Lord Vishnu once more. Oh Lord Vishnu, we need your help. We need your aid. We need you to intervene. Tonight I want to tell you, in your darkest, most trying, turbulent times, always remember to pray and ask Bhagwan to intervene. And once there is intervention from divinity, that divine force, then there is no need to worry. In the Holy Ramayana, Goswami Tulsidas Ji writes, he says the intelligent mind remembers Prabhi Sinagar ki jai saba kaja hidai hiraki ko sar pura raja. The intelligent mind remembers to put God first and to walk behind. And if God is your leader, then there is no need to worry. For He will never guide you into trouble. He will never guide you into distress. He will never guide you into the way or the pathway of destruction. He will guide you into the pathway of salvation. And so, as the mountain starts to sink, they praise and they eulogize Lord Vishnu. But what will Lord Vishnu do? Lord Vishnu asks. And quickly he asks, what does he do? Listen. Barachit Chora Vrindavan Sanchara Gopala Gopala He Murali Gopala.
Barachit Chora Vrindavan पंचचारा गोपाला गोपाला हे मुरली गोपाला
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 Bhagwan Vishnu takes the form of Kurma Avatar. Kurma Avatar. When I say Kurma, what comes to mind? What's that? Something to eat. Bhagwan Vishnu takes the form of Kurma Avatar. What is Kurma Avatar? You think he take the form of that thing that we eat with flour? Kurma? Huh? He takes the form of Kurma Avatar. Kurma Avatar means he takes the form of a turtle, a gigantic turtle. And so he swims and he makes his way beneath this huge mountain. And so the mountain is placed on his back. And as the mountain is placed on his back, what will happen? The churning continues. And as the churning continues, now the different things are about to come out of the ocean. Kurma Avatar. Ever wondered why we name that thing that we eat Kurma? Because it can be compared to that of the turtle. The shell of the turtle is hard and the inside is soft. So too when we eat the kurma, outside kind of hard and the inside kind of, well, that it is supposed to be. Because you see all different variety. Sometimes you have to borrow somebody's teeth to chew it. Sometimes you have to soak it in water. Different things you have to do. And that's not even funny, that's a fact. It is the truth. Some people make it because they have to make it. Some people take pride in making it. And that's where it got its name from, the prasad that will be offered to Lord Shiva and Bhagwan Vishnu. It is required, it is prescribed, especially when you're doing the Graha Puja and different kinds of worship. It is prescribed that you must make this. And it is prescribed according to scripture. The ingredients and the method and how to make it is prescribed in scripture. Nobody got up one morning and decided to make something called kurma. Nobody got up one morning and decided to make something called Mohan Bhog. Nobody got up one morning and decided to make something called Lapsi. Nobody got up one morning and decided to make something called Rot. Well, in 2023, it's not Rot, it's Hanuman cookies. It is no longer round. It is made in all different kinds of shape. Heart, elephant, all kind of things. But there's a symbolism in everything that we do. It is supposed to be round. And it is supposed to be fried till it is golden brown. Why? Because it is symbolic of Surya, the sun. The sun is always round. The sun don't take the shape of a heart, isn't it? Isn't it? You must never make it perfectly round. Some people take a cup and put it there and make a stencil and cut it. You're supposed to put it between your palms and squeeze it so that the edges will be jagged. Because if the little child draws the diagram of the sun, how will he draw it? Huh? Will he draw a perfect circle? Always draw it with a jagged edge, isn't it? And all of these things are scriptural. But you know what? We read what we want to read. We listen to what we want to listen. And anything we think suit us, the easy, shortest possible way, then that's what we gravitate to. We never want to do the right thing. Bhagwan Vishnu takes the form of Kurma Avatar. This evening, this is where our Katha comes to an end. Taking the form of Kurma Avatar. Today is that day in scripture when Bhagwan Vishnu takes the form, the avatar of Kurma Avatar. On this Purnima, on this full moon, Bhagwan Vishnu, there are two tithis that fall very close to each other, where Bhagwan Vishnu would have taken the form of Narasimha, half lion, half man. That would have been yesterday. And today, he takes the form of Kurma Avatar. It is a time of Purnima. It is a time of full moon. And it is a time when we eulogize Bhagwan Vishnu. And hence the reason why I chose this particular katha this evening. For scripture has declared, those who can listen to this particular katha in the time of the Purnima about the appearance of Bhagwan Vishnu as Kurma, generations before and generations after will receive merits just by listening. And I told you, and he sneezed. What does it mean? उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, अयोध्या राम लला की जय, वृंदावन कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, कुरेसा जगन्नाथ की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। माँ विष्णु भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। And this time I'm going to hand over to members of the family who has a short program planned.
Sriman Vyas.
Jai Seetahal. Reverend Vyas Pandit Sunil Seetahal Maharaj, Pandit Satnarayan Maharaj, Brahmachari Satvesh, members of the group on stage. Tonight is a very special night in the life of this family. Tonight, I know you said it's auspicious, and coincidentally, Mama is celebrating her 76th birthday. So we beg your indulgence for just about maybe 15 minutes or so, whilst the next generation of this family entertains us. Firstly, we'll have a keyboard item, which will be performed by my niece, Arya. She's just 9 years old, and she was insistent on doing something for her grandmother. The matriarch of this family deserves to be celebrated in a very special way. So I'm hoping that these guys get this thing done as soon as possible. I believe she'll be performing the Gayatri Mantra.
Coming to you live here on U97.5 FM as Sriman Vyasji has concluded his katha this evening and passed on over to...
Is that normal with you guys? Does that ever happen to you? No.
turned it over to the younger generation of the family. One of the young ladies, she's going to do on the keyboard, I heard, Gayatri Mantra. She needs some help with the microphone there, seems. She's getting that help.
Seetahal, everyone.
Yeah, she
I
is.
would like to wish my grandma a very happy birthday.
Thank you, Arya.
Thank you.
Right. All right. So that is one member of the E team. We call him the E team, and you'll see why. Up next, we'll have Azaria. We had Aria, now we have Azaria. And she'll be reciting a poem, and she'll be supported by Sharda, who's not a member of the E team, but she's an honorary member. So Azaria will go first, and then Shari.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Seetahal.
To the dearest grandma I know, may your birthday be full of love and glow, with lots of memories to cherish and hold, and blessing that warms your heart and soul. Happy birthday.
Good night, everyone. Seetahal. On behalf of my family, I would like to wish our loving Auntie Royalty a very happy birthday. If my mother was here, who's Auntie Royalty's best friend, she would have been the first to arrive in this moment of the Yagna with our dear aunt. When I see Auntie Royalty, everything just seems so natural with the love she shares with our family and her kindness and truth and grace that just illuminates my heart. Today, I'm given the opportunity to be here to share this beautiful moment in the Yagna and to celebrate the amazing aunt of mine. Auntie Royalty, I would love to wish you a lifetime of love, happiness, and great health. May you forever be blessed, and may the good Lord continue to shower his blessings onto you. I love you with all of my heart, and I cherish all the moments we shared growing up with you. I love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Shari. All right, so now we will have a dance item, and this one will be performed by Avani, and I hear the chum chum chum, yeah? All right, so this one will be performed by Avani, another member of the E team. And she's going to be performing Garmuri Paradisia.
Thank you.
Thank you, Avani. And just to mention, whilst we get the next artist on stage who will be performing, that's Mr. V. Briggs. He's not a member of the team, obviously. Um, we have a talent manager in the family who is none other than my wife, Natasha. She's responsible for keeping all of them in check and making sure they get enough buff to do what they're supposed to do. Is it true, Ty? So we have V up next, and he'll be doing his version of Your Mother's Love. I'm sure it's a version you all have never heard before. And he's ably assisted by Randy, who is not performing tonight.
Young man in the family with his guitar strung to his shoulders now, and he's getting all set. Beautiful grayish sort of kurta. I'm hearing some
Yeah.
sounds from his acoustic guitar. So the microphone is being organized for him. His power box, I should say, is or is it his?
Right, yeah, testing, again.
I think it's his.
Hey, hold on. Check that chord. I think it's too short. Pull that amplifier a little forward, please.
So the amplified box there, and he's all set now.
Yeah, stage is yours.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. I welcome you all again this evening and for the celebration of my grandmother's 76th birthday. Have you ever heard of the word parampara? It's Hindi for legacy or tradition. What I'm trying to say this evening is that one of the greatest gifts that can be passed on from generation to generation is legacy or tradition. And this is one of the many gifts that my grandmother has passed on to my father, to my sister, and I. So, Grandma, I'd like to say Shukriya for teaching me the ways of Hinduism, and that Hinduism is not only a religion, but a way of life. I will try my very best to continue learning in the pathway that you have paved for us. And I wish you happiness and health, and you have all of our love. I'm also very sure that if Cousin Ryan were here today, he would be showing you in all.
Seems as though his microphone is malfunctioning, and he's readily being assisted with another microphone and a power cord. I think it is all
I'm
set
sure
now.
that if
Yeah,
Cousin
here
Ryan
is.
were here today, he would be showing you in all his love and making us laugh forever. I would like to dedicate this song specifically to you, but also to all the mothers here today, especially my mom as well. Happy birthday, Grandma.
As happens, a bit of a challenge for the young man, but he's taking it in good stride. Yeah. And there is the music in the background. Yes, good, good.
Your mother's love should never forget. A gift you receive, you never forget. Your mother's love should never forget. The received, you never forget. Many nights she woke up late to nurse you from her breast. Many nights she woke up late to put you back to rest. Many nights she grieved to see you grow from infancy. Many nights she wanted to know what will you be. So use your conscience and sympathy. God said to worship she and then go to me. Your mother's love should never forget. The gifts you received, you never forget. Your mother's love should never forget. The gifts you received, you never forget. Many nights she woke up late to nurse you from her breast. Many nights she woke up late to put you back to rest. Many nights she grieved to see you grow from infancy. Many nights she wanted to know what will you be. So use your conscience and sympathy. God said to worship she and then go to me. Your mother's love should never forget. A gift you receive, you never forget. Your mother's love should never forget. A gift you receive, you never forget. Thank you. Happy birthday, Grandma.
All right, so yeah, that was VU, and obviously his genre is guitar rock kind of thing, you know. All right, so just for the record, you have to forgive us for the technical difficulties because this is totally unrehearsed. We didn't practice or anything like that with the sound engineer, so we're just trying to do it as best as possible. All right, so now we have a guest artist, someone who has been singing with us for the last couple of nights. I would like to invite Auntie Yvonne to come to the mic. She's going to be serenading Mom, yeah? Auntie Yvonne.
Thank you. So what can I say? Happy birthday, Margie. And this song that I'm going to do, it's coming from all your children, your grandchildren, the family at large, neighbors and everyone who have grown in front of you and appreciate you so much, Ma. They want to tell you in the song how much they appreciate you, how much they love you. Happy, happy birthday to you, Mother. तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है, ओ माँ। कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तो ये जो दुनिया है, ये बन है कांटों का, तू हमारी happy birthday from Ricky and I. We wish you all the best, ma. Many, many more years to come. Yeah? And we are very happy to be here, spend this special day with you.
Thank you, Auntie Yvonne. All right, so now I'll call the full A team to sing a happy birthday for Mommy, right? So you guys come up. Whilst this is happening, where's the other one?
Mrs. Dennis Briggs seated quietly and taking in
So
the
where's Miss-
performances of her grandchildren. And now a very happy birthday song.
Right, so we have Avani, Azaria, Asia, Aria, and Avika. Right, so Vani, you take the mic.
Vani seems to be the eldest one. She was the dancer who performed that beautiful dance. And there is a younger one, just about 6 years old. Well, it's a performing family, it seems. So all of them very brave and facing their own. And here is a song.
All right.
That rendition
that worked
of
out
Happy
alright.
Birthday.
Yes, that
I
was
take
fun.
you across to the master of ceremonies here. While this was happening, the birthday cake was being cut by the birthday girl, Mrs. Briggs,
Alright, so
assisted by her dear loving husband, Dennis.
right before we close, Panaji, please permit me to say some brief words of thanks, I should say. Firstly, I would like to say thank you, Lord Shiva, for making all of this possible. To you, the Creator and the Destroyer, thank you for success. Thank you, Pandit Sunil, Seetahal, Maharaj, for your high-level energy, along with your group, and vibrations that I'm sure would resonate in this home long after you all have departed. We thank you for gracing us with your presence. The general consensus is that it was too short. They just love your melodious voice. Yeah? To Pandit Satnarayan Maharaj, thank you, as I said 2 nights ago. Your discourses were relevant, realistic, made us all think, you know? I'm not saying that you did not do that, yeah. I wish both of you God's choices, blessings, as you're continuing in Dharma and in your spiritual paths. I cannot commit, but, you know, we hope that you all will return when we call upon you all. I'm sure that everyone had something to take away from the nightly discourses. So thank you again. This undertaking could not have been successful without the help of other families. It was really a family affair. And those who are not related by blood are considered family as well. Because they were here in long hours with us. So, in no particular order, I would like to make special mention of a few families. Zilan Amalan family, who is responsible for the decor here tonight. The Ramluchan family, for puja support and being on time and ensuring that the baby was prepared and everything was in order with the puja. In terms of preparation, flowers and so on. The Ramnaths, Rishi Ramsaran and family, or the Active Sound Company, supported by Who Sound Company as well. The extended Sampat family, Mama's brothers, sisters-in-laws. In particular, we had one of them being here with us. Special mention to Uncle Kelvin. Special thank you. The Jagus, the extended Briggs family, especially my first cousin Vidya, who was the head chef, and ensured that the entire team was highly motivated and effective in getting things done on time. Uncle Bowler, Auntie Sita, thank you. Auntie Yvonne, thank you. To others who contributed by way of produce, financially, physically, and otherwise, we say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Even if you thought your contribution was small, it was significant to us, and we appreciate it deeply. And we pray that our blessings will be yours as well. To the U97.5 Multicultural Radio, headed by Ms. Zalisa Budu Singh, we say thank you. Ms. Kavita Ramcharita, Mr. Krishna Maharaj, Mr. Krish Singh, who is our on-site presenter, who has been here for the last couple of nights. To our radio sponsors, Bridgestone Auto Electrical Company Limited, Point Lisa Steel Products Limited, Procom Tech Security Services Limited, Jalal Hamel Decor and Events, Persad's Investments. Thank you all for taking this to Trinidad and Tobago. We really appreciate it. To all of you who accepted our invitation and graced us with your presence, we thank you for coming and joining with us in prayer. It would be remiss of me if I don't say thank you to the main person tonight. And I'll put things into context briefly. For the last 20 years or so, we've been doing Yagnas every 5 years, yeah. And this was supposed to be done last year. But pandemic came and, I thought it was cancelled really. But I didn't know it was postponed. Yeah, and when the announcement was made to us that we're going to have this Yagna, first question that Pamela asked me is, Mommy, able to do that, boy? Because we know she has a lot of physical limitations. I mean, it's just a couple stents, two thigh surgery, other complications, and so on. So we didn't think that she had the physical strength to actually complete it and be looking like a fresh rose at the end of it all. I thought to myself, well, this time for sure I'm going to outwork she because she wouldn't be able to keep up with me. But boy, was I wrong. She still has it. And they don't make them like that anymore. Every day she would say, I will get you. I will get you. I will complete this. It's the first time she was just so single-minded about this whole thing. She was just so single-minded that, the determination, the mindset that she was in, you couldn't say anything. She waking all night, working whole day. You had to tell her, well, eat something, you're taking a whole pharmacy, a tablet, you go fall down, all kind of thing. And she didn't want to hear, she just want to say, hey, we're going to finish this, we're going to finish this. And such as a person, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Yagna means sacrifice, is it so? Yeah? So, her whole life has been a sacrifice for all of us. Should be told, we'd be nothing without her, because she laid the foundation for us to do great things, or better things, I should say, and greater things in the next generation. That's why we kind of highlighted the other generation. So this is a person. And I really didn't want to wait until I had to say, you legit to say all that, you know what I mean? Right, so that's basically it in a nutshell. And yeah, we celebrate her life. And we wish her many, many more. And last time I said next 5 years, she was like, but, right, so I don't want to make that commitment, but we'll see how it goes. And hopefully the legacy will continue. In our past experience with Yagnas, when the last night comes, it's like you're now enjoying the thing, everything's set up, we're on a roll, everybody know what they had to do, everybody coming on time, all kind of thing, and when the last night comes, it's like a feeling of sadness comes about. So we see how it goes. I would like to leave you all with just a couple words of inspiration. Adi Yogi, Lord Shiva, the first yogi, the source and science of yoga. Yoga is a way of addressing human well-being in a scientific manner. Adi Yogi predates all religion. His relevance is not in his ancientness, but in application to the future. And we look forward to the future in health and strength. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Jai Seetahal.
उमापति महादेव की जय ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय say thank you to all members of the family for affording Pandit Satnarayan and I the opportunity to lead in worship. This evening, there is a person who is very dear to Mama. She is missing. And Mama would have very much wanted to incorporate her in the Yagna, in the personality of Pandita Pamela Gokul. This evening, I want to send my love and my appreciation to her. And this evening, I want to say that she is a person who leads by example. And of all the beings that I know, she's one of the strongest women folk that I've ever met, who will stand up and fight not only for herself selfishly, but selflessly for all of Dharma. And so to her, I send some of my love and my appreciation this evening. I've had the privilege of knowing this family for some years. Papa, Mama, and Pamela spent an entire month with me in India in almost nearing 10 years now. It is almost nearing 10 years now. And since then, every single time I will meet Papa, he'll have to remind me of our India experiences. In India, that particular year, I was having some difficulty with my throat because of the dust. And so swallowing was a difficult thing for me. But my favorite food in Trinidad, even till now, is cricks and tea. But I like to soak the cricks in the tea until it gets very soggy, like I have no teeth, and I eat it like that with a spoon. Until now, I do that. But on the India trip, I made an announcement. Who has cricks? Because I'm sure somebody from Trinidad must have taken cricks. And on that trip, there were 56 people accompanying us. Of that 56, there was only one man who said, I have cricks. It was Briggs. And so every night I will go to his bedroom, not because I like him, but because I wanted some of that cricks. Because while they were eating the food and enjoying, I only ate the cricks because that is what I could have swallowed. Till today, he always said to me, you owe me some cricks. I brought a whole can of cricks for you today. Both of them, in India, they displayed the qualities that they display, that their son would have explained to you. And really, when you know them, they're a gem of a family. Nothing is ever too much. They could have said to me, well, you're greedy, or you're eating all our cricks. But every night they would say, what time you're coming? And it was a joy for them. What time you'll come? And they will wait for me to come. Mama will help with the tea. Papa will take out the cricks. He'll reproach me a little bit to make me feel bad because you know he's very sarcastic. Eh? He's saying it, but he doesn't mean anything. He's just, so you have to read him, you know. But in all that time, I've grown to see a person who is not called a mother, but a person who is really a mother. And in all that time, I've met with a being whom I don't really call him Briggs. I call him Papa all the time. And it is really what he is. He's a father. That's what he is. I looked at him and I said, how you coping with the work, boy? He said, watch man, looking like I could live. And Mama gave him a look. He said, real good pundit. No work at all. I said, Mama, have you trained well, Papa? Mama, train you well. This evening, Mama, I know you could have celebrated in many different ways. And I know that there were many options available, but you chose us. And for that, we want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. Mama is saying, and this is about the 6th time she's telling me, extend for 2 days now. Extend for 2 days now. Mama, the root word there is na. Today, I and Pandit Satnarayan, we want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for affording us the opportunity to lead you in worship. And we want to wish you many, many more happier birthdays to come. And in the next 5 years, we'll be right here celebrating with you. Of course, you'll be here. While Mama is celebrating her birthday, and it is a very happy celebration, well, actually, it's the next 4 years, because 1 year gone. So it's the next 4 years. So in the next 4 years, we'll be back here. So while you're celebrating today, it is also a very sad day for Pamela, because Pamela would have lost her son, and it is making 2 years. We want to pray that may Bhagwan, may some of the merits out of the yagya be conveyed unto his soul, and may his atma, his soul, find peace. Everybody is looking at you and they're probably wondering why you're crying like that. And it's because that pain, the pain of separation, is a pain that no amount of words could explain. You know, also on behalf of Srimati Chandra Katwaro, she sends her love and she sends her blessing to you, Mama. And so even in her grief, she called me before I came and she said, please tell them that I love them. And tell them that I pray that Bhagwan will bless them, even in her trouble. And she only cremated her son yesterday, who was 37 years old. And in her grief, she called me and she said, please tell Mama, happy birthday, and tell Pamela I love her. This evening, this has brought us to the end of the yagya. Let us all stand at this time as we join in the Purnahuti, as we make the sacred offering into the fire. I'm going to ask all members of the family, immediate and extended, to please come as we all touch hands as we join in the Purnahuti collectively. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Before we join in the Purnahuti, I'm going to ask the beloved wife of Pandit Satnarayan and the daughter to please come. Let us all join in the Purnahuti together. All members of the immediate and extended family, let's all touch hands and so Brahmachari chants the mantras of Purnahuti. Let us put our hands together as we chant these mantras.
Puranamida, Puranamidam, Puranat Puranamudakshate, Puranasya Purnamadaya, Purnavivavashishyate.
Om Sarvam Ve Purnagvam Swaha. We offer water around the sacred fire 3 times. Sarvatirtha Samayuktam Sugandhim Nirmalam Jalam Ajpanamya Datta Grihana Parameshwara Papoham Papakarmam Papatmam Pundari Kaksha Trahimam Pundari Kaksha Sarva Papa Haru Hari. We find the smoke in all directions. Vanaspatira Surabhuto Gandaryo Ganarutama Agre Sarvadevanam Bhupoyam Prati Gretam. We all stretch our hands. Om Manalanama, Om Manalanama, Om Manalanama. All members of the family, immediate and extended, let's all join in the arti together. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, जन में दूर करे. Together everybody, Om Jai Jagadish Hare. जो न्यावे पल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का.
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का.
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
कष्ट मिटे तन का।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण कहूँ किसकी।
स्वामी शरण कहो किसके,
तुम बिन और न दूजा,
प्रभु बिन और न दूजा।
आस करो जिसके।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतरयामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतरयामी,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर।
तुम सबके स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख कलता में,
मैं मूरख कर स्वामी।
कृपा करो बरता।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा।
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति बनाओ,
सदा प्रेम चढ़ाओ।
संतन की सेवा।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। Let us bow heads in prayer as we chant the mantras of benediction.
मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तमे। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव
शांति शांति ओम शांति 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 आवाहनं न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजं चैव न जानामि क्षमस्त्वं परमेश्वर क्षमस्त्वं परमेश्वर शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु त्रिविधतापनिवारणहि विभु आज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं कमललोचन राम दयानिधे हर गुरु गजरक्षत गोपते शिवतनो भव शंकर पाहि मां प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं सुरचरञ्जन मङ्गलमन्दिरं भजिति ते पुरुषा परमं परं शिवतनो भव शंकर पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पार्वतीनाथाय मङ्गलाय तनूहरि ॐ नमः शिवाय शिव शंकर महादेव शिवजी सुख का सागर है शिव शंकर महादेव शिवजी सुख का सागर है ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति उमापति महादेव की सत्य सनातन धर्म की रजरामचंद्र भगवान की ओम शांति ओम शांति जंती चढ़ा चढ़ी चढ़ा सीताराम 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 कहे जाए विधिर के राम जाए विधिर के राम जाए विधिर दिए सीताराम 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 Mama, all of these people, you know them? They're your sister-in-laws and sisters and they are, right? Well, let's see how much they love you. If they'll dance for you, they know it's your birthday. अब शिव पार करो मोरे नैया 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 अब शिव पार
गत गात और महाजल और गत गात और महाजल अरे जागी रे के पुरवैया अब शिवा पार जागी रे के पुरवैया अब शिवा पार अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया 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 अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार जागीर के पुरवैया पुरवैया अब शिवा पार जागीर के पुरवैया पुरवैया अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार ओ अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार तुलसीदास बजो भगवाना तुलसीदास बजो भगवाना या हरि के पुरवैया पुरवैया अब शिवा पार या हरि के जहाँ पुरवैया वैया अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया 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 करो मोरे ओ अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार ओ अब शिवा पार करो मोरे नैया अब शिवा पार
Mama has requested that you remain seated where you are. She has some gifts that she wants to give out, and she's going to give out these gifts. Bear in mind that Mama just had major hip surgery, so she can't move very fast. So let's just be patient. She wants you to remain seated where you are.
And so, my friends, with that beautiful bhajan and Mama making and waving the soft and sacred lamp to all her attended guests, we have come to the end of our live coverage here this evening. As we bring you the final night. She's coming and waving us Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudada, Mangalam Pundarikaksha, Mangalaya Tanuvali. And so we continue with our closing exercises. To you, our listeners, here this evening on this the final night, Sriman Vyasji spoke to us about disrespect and a collaboration for opposing forces for a common good. Sriman Vyasji began with the katha of Durvasa Rishi and his meeting with the Lord of the Heavens, Lord Indra, an episode wherein the heavens went totally dark, and to regain that light, the process of churning took place. Friends, viewers and listeners, here on U97.5 FM, there is a symbolism and metaphor at work here, as the adherents of Sanatana Dharma are fully aware. Our minds are the churning rod, our thoughts the to and fro motions and movements that result in success or failure of our aspirations. Have you felt the heat whenever you churn your mind? Well, who knows, perhaps that could be the katha for another time. Right here on U97.5 FM Multicultural Radio. Our broadcast this evening came to you with the kind compliments of all our corporate sponsors. We would like to express our sentiments of gratitude to Britson Auto Electrical Company Limited of 425 Papuri Road, Ragu Village, San Fernando, 657-4175, and Point Lisas Steel Products Limited of 401 Point Lisas Industrial Estate, Saboneta in California, 387-0461. Procam Tech Security Services Limited of Sanford Street East, California. Dylan Hamill Deco and Events of Cuba, 360-2946. Dylan, you did a wonderful job indeed. And Fasads Investments Limited of number 5 Wickham Street, Point 14, 648-4652. These are our corporate sponsors, and we say thanks to them for giving us the opportunity to bring you these 5 nights of satsang right here on U97.5 FM Multicultural Radio. I would like to say thanks to you, our listeners, for joining with us each evening. Also, I would like to say thanks to Vision 2 Photo and Video Productions Limited, together with Kavita Ramcharital and Krishna Maharaj. This is yours truly, Krishna. Inviting you to stay tuned. We have great music lined up for you until the wee hours of the morning. Until then, we take you back to our studios in San Juan for continued programming.
शंकर के ध्यान अब छूट गए शिव शंकर के ध्यान ये मधुबन बाजत रही बसुरिया हो रे बसुरिया बसुरिया रे मधुबन बाजत रही बसुरिया